2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Genesis Invitational. Today's coverage is just about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this first round action. Delighted to have 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem in the booth. I'm Luke Elvey, and it's a good morning to Henning Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hey guys, I can't wait to watch these two go at it again. It was an incredible battle first time round, and I think there'll be a few shots fired out here.
Rich, how do you see this one shaking out?
Well, look, in their last matchup, it was Morikawa who came out on top, so let's see how they do today.
Well, that's very few occasions where he does get beaten, and if it's anywhere, it's going to be on the green. So let's see if this player rolls their potato better than most. Henny, what does that lie look like?
He's eyeing this up, and he's pleased with what he's seeing. This is sitting nicely.
That was a little untidy, wasn't it? And here we are with the third shot.
Oops, this one's headed for the rough.
Found the deep rough. This will take a big hack to get out here.
Wow, did this come out beautifully?
Well, this will be a good one to make. It's for par. Well, that's a bit disappointing. Yep, that's disappointing. Getting underway over par. That never helps.
Yeah, a bit of a rocky start, but let's face it, 17 holes left to play, Luke. There's lots of times to make up for that mistake.
What are we looking at with their approach shot, Rich? Because really that's all the challenge here on this par 4 second.
It's an uphill shot, Luke, with a large mound to the right that you can land it on and have it kick back on the green. There's no guarantees that it will. If it stays over there, especially up on top of that, well, now you've got all kinds of issues with your third shot. It's a really difficult second shot to find this green in two that is long and narrow.
Time now for the fourth shot. Well done. That takes the pressure off the putt. That's a chip to be proud of.
Yes. Very smooth tempo there on that chip.
Sitting at a couple over for the day.
Moving down the leaderboard, Luke, never a good thing.
Oh, well struck. Best drives heading for the fairway in my eyes. Second shot here on the third. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill.
Well, what a way to bounce back. Nice putt the hole. Sitting at 1 over for the day.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones, right on 8 feet.
This is what they have left for par here.
Now 7 shots behind after that. Rich, the PGA Tour is basically a power game these days, although the 5th here at Riviera forces players just to hold off the tee.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? An opportunity to make their par. Job done. Let's head to the next. Trailing by 7 after that hole. The par 3-6 is unique in the fact that there's a bunker that sits right in the centre of the green here, Rich. These days, a modern architect would probably be shot for designing a hole like this, but we look at it as a masterpiece.
What an incredible design this is, and it really just takes this green and it makes it into a section of 4. The back right, the front left, and back left, they all have their unique features to it, and that all is due to the simple fact that that bunker, which is tiny, minuscule, almost not even there, it basically shapes that green into 4 quadrants. It is just an amazing design. On a nice line.
That's disappointing. Just accept the bogey and move on. No ball hold. Let's move on to the next. Now 8 shots back after that hole. Let's head to the par 4 7th at the Riv. Again, it's a par 4 that requires placement of the tee.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it, but again, you push it a little bit and now the Barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
Well done. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. The par 4 8 at Riviera is a choose your own adventure. Which fairway do you like to take?
I think most players are going to try and go down the left-hand side, as it seems to be the easier of the two these days. However, where they stick that flag stick, well, that's a different question. If they stick it up front right, the left-hand side of the fairway, that's not the easiest approach. So better be mindful of where that flag stick is in order to pick which side of the fairway you want to drive it down.
Choosing the 9-iron here. He's found the surface. Good chance here. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
This one will run uphill.
That'll sting a bit. Just 3 feet to the cup. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. The final hole on the outward half is a par 4 playing back up towards the clubhouse, Rich. It's a good par 4.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that's a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
And here we are with their 4th. Seven feet to the cup. Oh, just missed. This next putt for double bogey. Yeah, we'll take that. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. All right, as we head for home at the Riviera Country Club, is there a hole that's talked about more than the short par 4 10th?
No, not at all. And what a hole it is. It's changed a lot over the years. This green is actually reminds me of something you would see at Pine Hill. There's no flat spots on it. It either is downhill or uphill. That's it. Players most likely would take driver or fairway wood and try and move themselves just in the front left portion of this green. That's the most ideal spot they can hit it, no matter where they put the flag stick. However, hitting it there is nearly impossible. A keen short game is absolute necessity to make birdie here.
Did that look good for a long time? Let's try and make this one. And we got the 1 shot. Sitting at +5 for the day.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
The par 5 11th, one of the better scoring holes on the course. Players are thinking 4 when they stand on this tee.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
Getting ready to play their third. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Well, there's the line, the greenside bunker. Can they get this one up and down? Good mid-range putt, this one. An 18-footer. That was a gallant attempt. Maybe some time on the practice green wouldn't hurt. Oh well, we've got a chance to improve on the next one. Whew. Don't lose too much energy. Here's the 8th shot. Well, that's a chance still to get up and down if they can hold a monster. Setting up miles from the hole. Didn't quite judge the speed on that one. And he's down there. You got to read.
Yeah, guys, he's looking at around 17 feet.
Just a tiny putt is all that remains. And a little slide down the standings after that hole. When you stand on the 12th tee, Rich, you're thinking to yourself, oh, a couple of strong back-to-back par fours, and it starts right here.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevents you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
Now plus 11 overall. Rich, the 13th hole. Slightly different look off the tee.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees both right and left. Requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. If you find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the Barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse. Come on, don't be shy.
Yeah, a bit long on that one. Well, Rich, from where I'm sitting, this looks makeable. Do you agree?
Luke, I gotta say, I don't like their chances. I have been wrong once before, but I really can't remember when that was.
Rickie Fowler is currently in top spot. The 14th, Rich, I know it's dear to your heart, the par 3. You made an ace there in tournament history, won a car. You tell the players to play.
Hit a 7-iron, a high little draw 7-iron, and 2 hopping right in the hole, Luke. That's what I suggest. It makes it easy.
Well, a lovely opportunity to save par here. Well done. Our leader is Rickie Fowler here, playing nicely so far. This hole here is a par 4.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dog leg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side. And it never has a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
The 16th hole, short par 3, Rich, but really good if you can get it close.
It's an island green, if you can believe that. It's surrounded by bunkers. I think this is another one of the all-time great designs. It's only about 160 yards, Luke, but the whole green is surrounded by bunkers. Everything feeds towards the center and the front of this green once it gets on there. I just think this is a magnificent design. If you hit it in any one of those bunkers, making a par will be nearly impossible.
As we head back up the hill towards the clubhouse, we're faced with the par 5 17, the long, strong par.
At all costs, do not hit it in that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. Anywhere to the left, even in the rough left, is just fine. From there, your next shot should be laid up out to the right-hand side. Third shot, straight back up the hill with some kind of wedge. It can be an easy birdie if you get the distance on your third shot spot on. If you get it wrong, however, you could have some issues.
Putting for a par here. Sitting at 14 over for the day. The finishing hole at Riviera, famous for so many exciting finales in the tournament history. Rich, take us through the tee shot and approach.
Tee shot up the hill. Fairway tilts significantly from left to right. Missing it out to the right is a massive no-no. You'll be blocked out by a bunch of eucalyptus trees that you cannot hit it through. Second shot is to a green that actually tilts away from the players, not towards them, even though the second shot is uphill. Green is historically one of the firmest on the golf course, and getting it close is nearly impossible. It is a heck of a finishing hole.
So close. Just a 4-footer remaining. Just didn't drop. And this next putt here is for a double bogey. And with that, this round comes to a close. So the opening round in the books, Rich. Impressed with your efforts here in the booth. Thanks for your time.
Well, I tell you, it's always a pleasure working alongside you there, my friend. 3 rounds to go. Should be fun.
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich Beam, the entire hard-working folks and team here, I'm Luke Elvey. We look forward to your company next time. Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Northern Shore Open is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this first round action. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hey guys, yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing these two go at it again. It was a great rivalry first time round, and now, more so than ever, they're going to want to beat each other.
Rich, how do you see this one playing out?
Colin absolutely wears you out in every facet of his game. However, the opponent can sometimes let him down, and that's where his opponent can jump all over by making some key putts at some key times.
Yes, he's got all the tools, doesn't he? And he's also got a veteran mind on a young man's body. The complete package. It's going to be a tall order, as you suggest. We'll look forward to seeing how this one plays out. That's some good golf right there. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Has to put this one downhill.
That's a lovely putt to make for birdie. Take some pride in that one.
I like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Next up is this 2-shot hole.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively. tempo there was exquisite.
Time for the second shot into the third. That almost went down. And here we are with the third shot. Just 28 feet left to the hole.
This is important. Big par putt here.
Nothing to sweat over that one. No hole.
That hole is double the size for this player this week.
Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4. Lining up from the sand now. All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. And a par waits him. And that's a way to fight back from a tough break. Well hold.
In the bunker with their tee shot. Nice save indeed.
Well, the fifth hole here at Emery Beach Golf Club is a 172-yard par 3 from the back tees. Rich, your thought?
Look, the water on the left-hand side really is just there for decoration. Doesn't come into play. The difficult part, though, is this green sits well above the fairway there on the left-hand side. Most players will be bailing out, not wanting to go in that bunker right, but you miss it out to the left. You got a really challenging up and down.
Well, the old hammer hands putt. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. Unable to take advantage of the great approach there, Rich.
Couldn't convert after 2 good shots there. Disappointment as they're so close to the lead.
Aggressive play here, going with driver off the tee. That's going to find the water, sadly. Getting ready to play their third. He's 2 shots back. That won't get a good lie, I'm sure. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
He's got about 140, I'd say.
This one looks to be bunker bound, Rich. Not good. He'll have to work extra hard to get out of this one.
He's going to need a digging truck, maybe? I don't think the sand wedge is good enough to get this out.
Putting for bogey. No, that's too bad. It's just about 3 feet away. And unfortunately dropping back to even with the car.
Not much happening. Moving down the leaderboard. Never a good sign. Nicely done.
Time for the second shot here at the 7th. This putt right on 12 feet to the hole.
This really looks good.
Yes, they've made it. And that will take him to 1 under. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Going with the 6-iron here. Not sure if that's how they drew it up. This would be a great up and down. Oh, I thought that one was going in. Putting for par.
If he holds this, he'll tie Colin Morikawa.
That's well held. Now 5 strokes behind. This hole is a par 5. And after that par, they're looking for something good here. That's tight. Second shot here on the 9th. Looks to be going with the 5-iron. That's heading into the rough, I think. Not able to find the green in 2, but a bold play. And here we are with the 3rd shot. 5 strokes behind our lead. Nice recovery there.
Such soft hands.
Steady now. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. And down it goes. Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. We've reached the beginning of the back 9. Good 10. Nicely done. That was special.
And as good as they putt, you almost have to guarantee this one.
You can knock it down. That's birdie number 4 today. And with it, he'll move to a couple under par. And the entire field looks up at that familiar sight and sees the name of Tiger Woods on top. Looks to be going with the 4-iron. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
All right, down the hill here. Got to be gentle.
Oh, back there, horsey. Getting ready to play their 3rd. 5 shots off the pace. Like that. Always good when you've got hands like that around the green.
Love watching this player around the greens.
Here we are, Rich, on the 12th tee at Emery Beach. And this par 5 is at 550 for the back tees.
And what a hole this is. Bunker down the right-hand side comes into play if you really mishit it. But the one right in the center, that little zit, I tell you what, that is going to make some players angry. I can promise you that. If you avoid all that, second shot, fairly straightforward. Anything bailing out to the right is going to lead to a really simple pitch shot for your up and down birdie.
Trying to get to 2 under with this putt.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
That's disappointing.
Well, I think they fell in love with the line, forgot about the pace.
Now 5 strokes behind. Teeing off here on the 13th hole. Oh, that's a sweet-looking swing, that one. How close was that to going down? Scorecard filled with 3s never hurts. Good putt to make this.
Now with this putt, he'll go up on Colin Morikawa. Colin's been looking a little rattled. Let's see how this goes.
Going to see what this par 4 has in store. Handy effort, that one. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
He's looking at perhaps 175, I'd say. I think he's got playing partner Colin Morikawa looking a little nervous after that shot.
Not their best stroke. Seem to have pulled that one. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
He's got this for his par.
6 strokes back after that hole. Time to face a par 4 now. That's the kind of strike that's going to make them come back every day of the week. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
Setting up here from about 165 yards.
This one is all over it.
This would be a good putt to make, to move inside the top 10 of the leaderboard. Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. teeing off here on the 16th hole.
That should be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Well, that's very crafty, isn't it?
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
Now 5 strokes behind. Always exciting when you stand up on the tee on a short par 4. And after a par at the last, a chance to perhaps signal some intent. That reminded me of the Big Easy. Silky smooth. Well, I think they've just signalled their intent, Rich, getting after that par 4 green in 1.
Love them being aggressive on this par 4. Great tee shot.
And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup.
Mark it down. That's 6 birdies to go. And with that, we'll move to 3 under par. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
Gotta say, just some of the best rhythm in the game.
Taking aim from around 190 yards here. 4 strokes off the lead.
Yeah, this one just swerving the green to the right-hand side.
Well, I know that we're in the booth and not right up close to it, but it doesn't take a smart person to work out that's not a nice lie. Sadly, this one will make a splash. 6th shot coming up. 4 shots behind our leader. Right up in the canopy of the trees. And that one's headed to the drink. Oh, time for number 8. Currently 4 shots off the pace. Well, you're in the hands of the tree gods now. Looks like that one left some meat on the bone, Boomer. And this is an extremely long putt. We might even have to hinge on this one. Might need to get the feel back on the putting green. Sitting at -3, trying to crack into the top 10. It's just about 3 feet away. The round now in the books. Good luck next time. Well, that's a shame. Off to a great start, but ultimately they blew it.
They did. It was, they had everything going in the front 9, and all of a sudden they make the turn, and where does it go? Right down the toilet.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Rich Beam, plus all the hard-working folks at HP Studios, it's good night for now. K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Northern Shore Open is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this second round action. I'm Luke Elvey with Rich Beam here as we keep an eye on this player who's been trailing in the tournament but has a real opportunity today.
They do. They need to get out there, though, and start firing at some flags. They've been playing very conservative all week long, and you can't continue to do that with any hopes of winning. You have to go ahead and start trying to take advantage of the conditions. Hit it close a few more times. And until they start doing that, I don't see them catching leaders.
Oh, I'm fired up too, Rich. Let's see how this one plays out. Sitting at 4 over for the event. Time to tee off at the second.
Silly bogey at the last to see if they can bounce back after that.
Henny, how bad is this lie?
Looks like we have a good lie here in the second cut.
And that was a bit of a misfire.
Hard to control the distance when you're coming out of the rough.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? And this one is for bogey. And that's something we've started to see creep into the game now that you can leave the flag into putt. Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Today's coverage of the Rockwell Open is about to begin.
Pleased you could join us for this first round action. G'day all, Luke Elvey here with my mate Rich Beamer in the booth, and Beamer, how good is this? We're getting to spend the week on the beautiful coast of California, and the players are getting set to take on Sherwood Shores. This first hole is an absolute stunner.
Luke, I'm not too sure there's any opening hole on the PGA Tour that is more stunning than this one. 557 yards from the back tees. Fairway narrows up in the driving area, so you got to be bold if you're going to take driver out. From there, second shot slightly back up the hill. Got plenty of room out to the right to bail out on your second shot. As difficult as this hole might be, birdie's more likely going to be had than not.
Well, that's enough from me. It's time to pull the trigger. Let's get down to the course. Henny, do you have a better look at this lie?
Yeah, this is not what they wanted. There might be a couple of hits here.
Here's their sixth shot. Time for their seventh shot. And the dreaded triple bogey putt. Yeah, good putt. Well hold. Sitting at 3 over for the event. Here we are at the second tee. Opting for the 9-iron.
This is looking pretty good in the air.
Good shot there. 18 feet to the cup.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Oh, that's frustrating. And down it goes. Let's head to the next.
And now we find ourselves with a par 4 here.
Well, I'm sure it looked better in their mind before they hit it. And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
They're setting up this next shot into quite an elevated green, Luke.
And here we are with the third shot. Playing their fourth shot. Time for the fifth shot. This putt is for double bogey. Right by the hole. Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Players' Championship. Today's coverage is about to start. Pleased you could join us for this first round action. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Yeah, thank you so much, Luke. I am so happy that I've been put with these two players because they've been going back and forth at each other on social media leading up to this event. They seem to really have something to prove, a bone to pick with each other, and it'll all be settled out on the golf course today.
Well, it's very few occasions where he does get beaten, and if it's anywhere, it's going to be on the green. So let's see if this player rolls their potato better than most. The first of our birdie opportunities comes second, par 5.
Driver not necessarily required here because you have to shape your tee shot from right to left, and if you're a right-handed golfer, that's not the easiest thing to do. So lefties have a better opportunity, I think, of finding this fairway than most with driver. From there, a second shot over a long bunker to a green that's very narrow, dotted by pot bunkers. Truly is one of the coolest par 5s on this layout.
That should ensure the up and down.
Great touch.
Well, that's certainly a step in the right direction. Keep it going. Let's take a look at the par 3 third. Straight away mid-iron to short iron shot.
Such a cool little par 3. Love this green. There's a low section in the front and a high section in the back. And anytime they put the pin all the way in the back section of this green, well, I'll tell you what, good luck on it. If you miss this green long and or left, that bunker sits some 5 feet below the surface of the green.
That line was looking good, wasn't it? And this putt coming up for his par. Currently 1 under for the event. Well, the fourth is another great example that it doesn't need to be a long par 4 to be a testing one. This fourth can be menacing, can't it?
Par 4, 384 yards from the back. A long snake-like bunker down the right-hand side to a cool little green with all sorts of movement on it. A very fun hole to play indeed.
Henny, how's that ball lying? It's tough to see from here.
He is not going to like this one bit. This is what bad lies are made of.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge.
What an escape artist. That was a horrible lie.
is on a stupendous line.
Just 3 feet to the cup. I know you're disappointed, but don't let it affect your head. Make the next one. This next putt is for bogey. And with that, he's back to even overall.
Moving down the leaderboard, Luke, never a good thing.
All right, Rich, the par 4 fifth. A strong hole this one, isn't it?
Huge mounding down the left-hand side that you want to avoid at all costs. The bunker down the right-hand side, to be fair, is not that bad. But a little further right of that, though, that's the water. You want no part of it. Second shot is downhill to a green. To be fair, that's mostly flat, runs from back left to front right, but one of the more benign greens on this layout.
Going with the 9-iron, I think.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Chance to change his fortunes on the green. This would be a good one to make.
What a great opportunity here for a look at birdie.
Bit too heavy-handed there.
Surely it's going to.
Yeah, good job. Nice par.
Love to see it. They hadn't been making anything all week long. Finally got one.
The tee shot at the par 4-6 has changed a lot now that that tree's been taken out of the way, Rich. But what do you think of this short position?
I missed the tree. I thought that was a really cool feature of this hole. You had to flight it underneath the tree back in the day to find the fairway. The bunker down the left-hand side has been expanded quite a bit as the lake on the left-hand side has been added as well. The front part of this green is protected by tall palm trees that will certainly make you think on your second shots. This is a wonderful little par 4.
That's a good putt to make. We'll take that. And with it, he moves to 1 under par. And as the scorecard suggests, heading up the leaderboard. As we go from a wonderful little par 4, we go to a challenging, longer par 4, the 7th.
Par 4, 451 yards, all sorts of danger down the left-hand side. Put your tee shot out to the right. Second shot, find the green, 2-putt, and sprint to the tee on the 8th.
Now that looked pretty good the whole way. And this is one of those lengthy putts. Good one just to get close.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
Didn't quite have the right stuff there.
You finished your work in that hole. Let's take a look at the next one.
Now 7 shots behind after that. The 8th hole, a long par 3 stretching 240 yards at its maximum. It's no sleeper, that's for sure.
I don't find anything sleepy about this hole. The front of this green is so narrow. There's no place to land it, especially when they put the flagstick there. This hole will grab your attention, as it should, because it's a long iron to a sliver of an opening. Even when they put the pin on the right-hand side, you want no part of it. The center of the green all day long here.
8 feet to the cup. Oh, just missed.
Putting for a bogey.
That will work. And with that, he moves up to even par. The final hole on the opening 9 at TPC Sawgrasses Stadium course, Rich, is a clever 3-shotter.
Par 5, 583 yards from the back. Most players will play this as a 3-shotter. Just find the fairway out to the left, second shot out to the right. Sets up a very simple third shot to a very narrow green. Miss it right or left, good luck getting it up and down.
Getting ready to play their third. Here. So, a little bit on the leaderboard there, remaining at even overall.
back nine at TPC Sawgrass starts off with a shortish par 4, but it really requires accuracy off the tee.
It does. I've seen a lot of players try and challenge the tee shot down the left-hand side. That's a huge no-no. Just bail out to the right, leave your second shot just a little bit further back, and you'll be rewarded with a fairly straightforward shot into a green that has some mounding, but overall fairly gentle.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henning?
He's 13 feet out. Unlucky for some.
It'll be frustrating inches from making that putt.
So no movement on the leaderboard, remaining at even overall. There's some birdie holes out on this course, and the 11th is certainly one of those, but there are some troublesome spots if you get out of play.
There definitely is trouble, but the thing I love about this hole the most, Luke, is that there's so many different ways to play it. Most players will take driver off the tee, but from there, now it's anybody's ball game. You don't have to go for the green on the second shot. You can lay it up over the left. You can lay it up over to the right. You can lay it up long left. There's so many different ways of attacking this hole. Each individual is going to do it differently. I love the second shot on this one.
Big putt for par coming up. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole.
The tee shot is all that matters on the short par 4 12th. Most players can reach the green. It's just the decision whether the player goes with it or not.
They can, but they better be aware that there's a lot of danger up there. Water left obviously is no good, but even bailing out to the right in those dunes, in the mounds, and little bunkers on top of those mounds, well, forget about it. That's not a good space either, especially since the green does run pretty hard from right to left. If you want to take this hole on with driver and expecting to make 3, well, you need to realize that a 5 and a 6 could be easily made as well.
Now 8 shots back after that hole.
Well, as you start to head for home here at TPC Sawgrass, you're blessed with this wonderful par 3 third.
So many different levels to this green on the par 3 and 181 yards in the back. You can get it close. You can even make a hole in one, but watch out if you hit the wrong spot of the green. It'll be difficult to 2-putt from there.
Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
This is what they have left for a par.
Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. There's a few birdie opportunities out of the gate here on the second 9 at TPC Sawgrass, but it really starts to toughen up down the stretch, starting here with a difficult par 4 14.
Difficult tee shot on this plane, some 481 yards from the tip. You find the fairway, and you've got a decent chance of finding the green with your second shot. But if you're out of position anywhere on this hole, your number will go up exponentially.
Good shot there, Beamer.
Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. That hurts.
And that should secure the par on this one.
And it's Tiger on top of the leaderboard.
The par 4 15th again requires another strong tee shot because there's some trees in the way, Rich.
One of the more simple tee shots on the golf course, par 4, 470 yards. Just a little fade required off the tee to the fairway. The green sits up above the fairway a little bit, surrounded by a couple of bunkers, but I gotta say, I like this hole. It's straightforward, it's simple, before you head into the final 3.
Now this is a challenging one. A lengthy putt awaits.
This one looking really good.
A par putt awaits. Okay, let's head to the next. And a very familiar sight. Tiger Woods on top of the leaderboard. Oh, that was flushed.
Rich fortune favours the brave at TPC Sawgrass, but no more than here at the 16th.
You better be confident in what your abilities are, because if you get it wrong, you'll find out in a hurry with your second shot here at 16. You miss it right, you're in the drink. You miss it left, you're going to be in some mounds. You can catch a nasty lie, and that's not any place you want to be. It really is a difficult shot from over on the left-hand side. One of the most underrated difficult shots on this golf course. However, you're brave, find the center of the green, Nate Cooper? That's good.
That's inside the house of opportunity. This putt will move into 3 under par.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Oh, that's unfortunate. That could have easily gone down. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Let's head to the finishing hole. This wonderful par 418. Wonderful only if you're a spectator.
It's wonderful if you're not playing it for a lot of cash. It's just one of the most difficult, visually intimidating holes I think you'll ever face in your life. Somehow, trying to hit it down the right-hand side of the fairway, keep it out of the rough, and from there, hit it out to the right-hand side of the green somehow, also keeping it out of the rough or that pot bunker short right. Listen, you'd be happy to make 5 here, that's for sure. 4s are magnificent. 3s are unicorns. They really don't happen that much. It is such a difficult, demanding finishing hole. Probably one of the toughest in championship golf.
Oh dear, this next putt now for double bogey.
And just a short putt to close out the day.
So the opening round in the books, Rich. Impressed with your efforts here in the booth. Thanks for your time.
Same, Luke. Enjoyed the day. Looking forward to tomorrow.
On behalf of Rich Beam, Henny Kuyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports. Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Players Championship. Today's coverage is about to start. Pleased you could join us for this second round action. Hi everyone, Luke Elvey alongside Rich B. And Rich, this player's trailing. Do they have to really step it up and get it going today?
We're only back by a couple, Luke, and so they really have a great opportunity to go out and chase down the leaders by day's end. It's a good opportunity, good scoring conditions today. Looking forward to the action.
It's all set up to be a beauty. Let's head out to the action. Look who's stalking us all on top of the leaderboard. It's Tiger Woods. And after a birdie at the last, he'll take the one on the hole.
Drive it out to the right-hand side to give yourself a good look at reaching this green in 2.
Tee shot is looking good here.
Going for this green in 2, Rich. It's an exciting but daunting task.
The green is minuscule from back in the fairway. You know that you have a little bit room over to the left, but you're going to fall off in the low area. And if you miss it out to the right, you're going to find a very deep bunker on the right-hand side of the green. There's really no great miss around here, but if you're going to go for it, you have to know that your short game is going to bail you out no matter where you miss it.
The only good thing about free putting for par is you don't drop a shot. On the tee of a par 3.
Par 3, just 177 yards from the back, but this green is always firm. Be wary of that.
Lovely effort that. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill. Nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
Well, the hole's behind us. More to play. Team off here at the 4.
Just a small little twisty par 4. Just going to take out a fairway wood, find the fairway, and from there you're going to have a small second shot, probably a wedge. 3 distinct sections to this green, the front, the right, and the back left, and all of them have their difficulties when hitting your approach shot into them. However, in my mind's eye, if you find the fairway, you should have a decent look for birdie.
Well, that's well played, and a great birdie opportunity coming up here at the 4. We'll make it the next time. Now, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert?
Well, that'll work. That's fine.
From about 130 yards here. Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole. Oh, they're dialed in. That's an absolute clinic.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in.
Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade. And that will take him to 2 under.
Tiger Woods back in his familiar spot, currently in the lead as we check the rest of the standings.
It's time to begin this par 4 hole.
Par 4, 393 yards from the back. Most players taking out a long iron or hybrid. Just for placement in the fairway. This green is surrounded by tall palm trees. Don't get caught out by one. That dog will hunt.
What's in front of them, Henning?
This one's 13 feet from the cup. This for a birdie run.
Well hold. Let's move on. Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage.
Lovely, lovely.
Second shot here on the 7th. This ball is dialed in. What a shot.
An opportunity for a birdie here.
Our leader is up by 4 shots now. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot.
Par 3, 237 yards in length. A brute, to say the least. It is a tough hole surrounded by bunkers. If you can make 3 here, you're a happy person.
Wow, that's misjudged.
Well, that'll maintain the momentum. Nice putt. And all of them are chasing Tiger once again as we move to the next.
Teeing off here at the 9th hole. Oh no, Henny, where's that one headed?
If you look closely, Luke, you can see the golf ball putting on its swimsuit.
And here we are with the 3rd shot.
This one is headed towards the nasty stuff.
Setting up to play the shot here from the greenside rough. So, 20 feet remaining, controlling coming on hole.
And the entire field looks up at that familiar sight and sees the name of Tiger Woods on top.
We've arrived at a par 4. Was wonderfully done. Henny, what's the player facing here?
This is looking around 115 yards out.
So I might need to set.
What's in front of them, Henning, with this putt?
He's looking at 20 foot. This would be a good putt to hole. He's staring down the birdie putt here.
Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Teeing off here at the 11th.
Par 5, 558 yards long. Avoid the fairway bunkers on the left-hand side. You might have a hope of going for it in 2. However, you better be brave and you better know what you're doing because this green will call you out on the second touch if you're not careful.
Looks like this one's going to the beach. Getting ready to play their 3rd. Quality shot, that one. Just take a look at this one, Rich. Do you think it's makeable?
Luke, I really don't think this is going to happen, but you know what? I've been wrong before, and it could happen again.
And a very familiar sight. Tiger Woods on top of the leaderboard.
Let's see what happens here at the 12th.
Par 4, 12th. A new design in the last couple of years. Water all the way down the left-hand side.
but it's a drivable par 4. Most players will bail out to the right, but the brave ones will take on the green with their tee shots. 2s and 3s are easy to come by, but so are 5s and 6s if you get in that position.
Oh, that tee shot was absolutely pumped. That's given them a look for eagle, Rich.
Oh, loving seeing that aggressive play there, Luke. Great drive.
Okay, steady now. This one's for birdie. And that's their 4th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 4 under. And they'll be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. There's a good chance to maintain the momentum.
And this is a really cool par 3. You've got 3 distinct areas on the green, front right, all the way on the left-hand side, and the back right. Wherever they put the pin is going to dictate what shot shape you want to have into that green. I think it's a really cool design because it requires you to think about how you want the golf ball to land on the green and the way you want it to bounce. I think Pete Dye did a great job of designing this green.
And as we move along, it's Tiger on top of the leaderboard.
This hole's a tough 2-shotter, a long par 4.
If you hit it down the left-hand side, the golf ball will chase a long way, but you'll be blocked out by some trees. You hit it out to the right, you're going to be on top of a mound, but you'll have a really good idea of what's in front of you. This hole historically plays as one of the toughest ones on the back 9, and it's all because of where that green sits. It sits from right to left with a decent amount of movement in it. It is not straightforward at all. This hole causes players all kinds of problems.
Let's see what happens here on the 15th.
Players do hit through a chute off this tee shot, which makes it a little bit simpler, I believe, for the players. Bunker down the right-hand side is no good because you'll have trees blocking you out with your second shot. If you miss it left into the pine straw, now you've got some trees blocking you out there, so finding the fairway is imperative. This green is no fun. You find the center of the green, and you might be able to putt every single day, but in all reality, you have to find the correct section in order to give yourself the best look at making a putt.
Mark it down, that's birdie number 5. And with that, we'll move to 5 under par. We have a par 5 at this one.
Fun-filled adventure waits. Find the fairway, and let's see how brave you are. You want to take on the second shot and try and knock it on the green? Of course you do. But watch out. Lots of water awaiting.
Rich fortune favours the brave at TPC Sawgrass, but no more than here at the 16th.
You better be confident in what your abilities are, because if you get it wrong, you'll find out in a hurry with this second shot here at 16. You miss it right, you're in the drink. You miss it left, you're going to be in some mounds. You can catch a nasty lie, and that's not any place you want to be. It really is a difficult shot from over on the left-hand side. One of the most underrated difficult shots on this golf course. However, you're brave, find the center of the green, make eagle.
Look who's stalking us all on top of the leaderboard. It's Tiger Woods.
Lovely rhythm there, Rich. That's going to work every time.
A lovely shot. If you can land the inside of the range there.
There's a long way. And I tell you what, I've seen it happen before, so there's a chance.
That was a gallant attempt. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here.
This is what they have left for par.
In she goes. Let's head to the next.
Well, it's come down to this, the final hole. Welcome to the 18th.
It's just one of the most difficult, visually intimidating holes I think you'll ever face in your life. Somehow, try and hit it down the right-hand side of the fairway, keep it out of the rough, and from there, hit it out to the right-hand side of the green somehow, also keeping it out of the rough or that pot bunker short right. Listen, you'd be happy to make 5 here, that's for sure. 4s are magnificent. 3s are unicorns. They really don't happen that much. It is such a difficult, demanding finishing hole. Probably one of the toughest in championship golf.
And that will do it for this player today. So, 2 rounds in the books, Rich. Not a bad little day's work, I think.
No, and only 2 more to go. Looking forward to seeing what happens over the final 36.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time. Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Players' Championship is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this third round action. Powerful boat, Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam. And Rich, this player's trailing. Do they have to really step it up and get it going today?
Luke, this player's trailing currently, but let's face it, there's so much golf left to be played. I really think if they stay the course and continue playing the way they are, they've got a great chance of getting a victory here.
Can't wait to see what unfolds. That'll sting a bit. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. Oh, so close.
Putting now for a bogey. And all of them are chasing Tiger once again as we move to the next. Let's see what happens here on the second hole.
Driver not necessarily required here because you have to shape your tee shot from right to left. And if you're a right-hand golfer, that's not the easiest thing to do. So lefties have a better opportunity, I think, of finding this fairway than most with the driver. From there, a second shot over a long bunker to a green that's very narrow, dotted by pot bunkers. Truly is one of the coolest par 5s on this layout.
Just 6 feet between he and the hole. Beautiful shot.
And the entire field looks up at that familiar sight and sees the name of Tiger Woods on top.
This hole is a par 3.
Such a cool little par 3. Love this green. There's a low section in the front and a high section in the back. And anytime they put the pin all the way in the back section of the screen, well, I tell you what, good luck on it. If you miss this green long and or left, that bunker sits some 5 feet below the surface of the green.
3 feet to go here to the hole. Now, nice to make a mid-range par putt.
And a par 4 awaits at this next hole.
Par 4, 384 yards in the back. A long, snake-like bunker down the right-hand side to a cool little green with all sorts of movement on it. A very fun hole to play indeed.
Choosing the 9-iron here. And here we are with the third shot.
A chance to save the par if he can make this one.
That's frustrating. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. And after a bogey at the last, they're looking for a big drive on this hole.
Par 4, 471 yards to the back. Drive it out to the left-hand side to give yourself the best angle for your second shot into this long, thin green.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. This one should find the rough. Getting ready to play their third.
Didn't that look good for a long time? A par putt on the table.
Now, current leaders enjoy a 7-stroke advantage. Time to tee off at the 6th.
I missed the tree. I thought that was a really cool feature of this hole. You had to flight it underneath the tree back in the day to find the fairway. The bunker down the left-hand side has been expanded quite a bit as the lake on the left-hand side has been added as well. The front part of this green is protected by tall palm trees that will certainly make you think on your second shots. This is a wonderful little par 4.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Yeah, well done.
Tiger Woods back in his familiar spot, currently leading the field here. This hole is a long par 4.
And as you can see, there's a long fairway bunker down the left-hand side that makes you believe there's more room left than you actually have. It's just not there. Players should be looking a little bit further right. If you find the fairway, your second shot should be straightforward. In fact, Luke, I made a 2 here one time, so that shows you how simple this hole can be.
Ooh, right by the hole. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. Oh, he's up, Tiger. This one's for bogey.
This is looking solid, what they wanted.
Our current leader is up by a whopping 7 shots now.
And now striding onto the tee of this par 3 hole.
Par 3, 237 yards in length. A brute, to say the least. It is a tough hole surrounded by bunkers. If you can make 3 here, you're a happy person.
And here we are with the 3rd shot.
Needed it. Needed that in a big way, chipping in for the par.
And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Time now to begin the 9th hole, Rich.
And that's a nice strike. This one should find the fairway.
Taking aim from about 220 yards out.
Straight downwind. Tough to put a lot of spin on it and hold the green.
This one's headed towards the rough. Getting ready to play their 3rd. That was handy holding off there. And that'll be a big boost in standings on the leaderboard.
Oh, what a shot that was. Why don't we revisit the magic?
Beautifully judged, great tempo on this chip.
Our current leader is enjoying a 7-stroke advantage. Teeing off now on the 10th hole.
Feeling good about their game right now, Luke. Coming off an eagle at the last.
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
And from around 135 yards,
Unable to find the green on this one.
A bit too much club there.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. Let's see if we can make this. Keep the par on the card. Oh, nice looking putt. Solid par putt, mate.
Okay, as we move along, it's Tiger on top of the leaderboard.
Let's see what happens here at the 11th hole.
Par 5, 558 yards long. Avoid the fairway bunkers on the left-hand side. You might have a hope of going for it in 2. However, you better be brave and you better know what you're doing, because this green will call you out on the second shot if you're not careful.
Just hoping for an outcome now. Players setting up, trying to get up and down from the bunker. There's a solid shot from the bunker and onto the surface. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
firm back up the hill. This will be a good one.
Look who's stalking us all on top of the leaderboard. It's Tiger Woods.
Now on the tee after a birdie. Fired up and ready for more.
Par 4 12, a new design in the last couple of years. Water all the way down the left-hand side, but it's a drivable par 4. Most players will bail out to the right, but the brave ones will take on the green with their tee shots. 2s and 3s are easy to come by, but so are 5s and 6s if you get it out of position.
This one looks to be on a pretty good line. First birdie, well played. And that will take him to 7 under. And coming off the birdie, they found themselves a chance to keep it rolling.
So many different levels to this green. On the par 3, playing 181 yards in the back. You can get it close. You can even make a hole in one. But watch out, if you hit the wrong spot on the green, it'll be difficult to two-putt from there.
Oh, what a shot. That would have been a nice one to hold. Good chance, this one. Right on 6 feet.
this for par.
It was pretty straightforward.
And all of them are chasing Tiger once again as we move to the next.
That's a touch of the Freddie Couples rhythm right there.
And what's in front of them there, Henning?
I'd say he's about 165 from this flag.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. That should set up another chance. And this pays for birdie 3 on the scorecard. That's disappointing.
4 feet to the cup.
Putt level's up by a whopping 7 shots now. Well, let's get amongst this 15th hole.
One of the more simple tee shots on the golf course, par 4, 470 yards. Just a little fade required off the tee to the fairway. The green sits up above the fairway a little bit, surrounded by a couple of bunkers, but I gotta say, I like this hole. It's straightforward, it's simple, before you head into the final 3.
And that's a card saver, finding the green from there.
Setting up here with a very long putt. There's perfect. How good was that? From downtown and gets it to drop.
And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible.
And a very familiar sight. Tiger Woods on top of the leaderboard. And there's always the sense of a birdie in the air when we stride onto a par 5 tee.
Fun-filled adventure waits. Find the fairway, and let's see how brave you are. You want to take on a second shot, try and knock it on the green? Of course you do. But watch out. Lots of water awaiting a wayward second.
Getting ready to play there for.
Up at that familiar sight and sees the name of Tiger Woods on top.
I'm pretty sure this player will be buoyed by that birdie back at the last. Let's see if they can deliver another one.
Par 3 17th, 137 yards, island green. I've actually seen a caddy throw it onto this green, but with the golf club in your hand, did he hit the green?
I don't think he drew that one up himself.
But Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Setting up from about 130 yards out.
Yeah, a quality shot from him. He'll be pleased.
Now and a long putt for bogey upcoming. Luke?
Well, these are good putts to make. Good for momentum. Right on 7 feet. Nice line. Well, that's a bad break there, Rich. Just probably a little bit too much pace. And that putt will drop. Well done. Time now to forget the horrors of the last and focus on this next threshold.
Par 4, 462 yards. And you're going to find out what kind of player you are when you tee off here. How brave are you? How much do you trust your swing? If you find the fairway, it's a great start. The second shot awaits.
This putt is about 8 feet. Is it a good line? This is a par putt. And another round safely in the books. Well, that was a pretty solid day's effort all round. Just 18 holes left to play.
Same to you, Luke. See you tomorrow.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Bean, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, plus all the hard-working folks behind the action at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Players' Championship. Today's coverage is about to start. Pleased you could join us for this final round action. I'm Luke Elvey, here alongside Rich Beam. And Rich, as this next golfer begins the day, what are you thinking about their chances?
When you're trailing by this large of a margin, you're really just looking to go out there and get something out of the tournament. And hopefully they can have a good round to inspire them going forward.
Oh, I've got those special chills up the spine. I know today's going to be a beauty. Let's get into it. Just a 4-footer remaining. Don't want to miss it. Could be costly.
Trying to save par here.
And as we move along, it's Tiger on top of the leaderboard. Time to tee off at the second.
Drive it out to the right-hand side to get your reaching the screen into it.
Well, that one's bouncing around in the branches. Far from ideal. From about 200 yards out. Going with the 7. That should find the bunker. Yeah, disappointing not to find the surface, Rich, but I like that play. Okay, phase 1 complete. That's going to make a good putt here. Always nice to have a birdie putt. I like their courage to be able to get that to go down and save the hole.
Well, that was a fantastic effort getting it up and down out of that bunker for the birdie.
Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
Par 3, just 177 yards from the back. This green is always firm. Be wary of that.
That's in the green, and you never know what could happen. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
They've just got to focus on hitting the back of the cup, guys. This is up the hill, bit of extra juice needed.
And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Let's see what happens here on the 4th.
Just a small little twisty par 4. Just going to take out a fairway wood, find the fairway, and from there you're going to have a small second shot, probably a wedge. 3 distinct sections to this green, the front, the right, and the back left, and all of them have their difficulties when hitting your approach shot into them. However, in my mind's eye, if you find the fairway, you should have a decent look for birdie.
Yeah, give yourself a pat on the back. Good chance to move to 6 under par here. Just a 4-footer remaining.
Nice little par putt here.
Is that a rush of blood? In it goes, and that's unfortunately back-to-back bogeys.
You're making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
Time to step on your tee shot here at this long par 4.
Huge mounding down the left-hand side that you want to avoid at all costs. The bunker down the right-hand side, to be fair, is not that bad. But a little further right of that, though, that's the water. You want no part of it. Second shot is downhill to a green. To be fair, that's mostly flat, runs from back left to front right, but one of the more benign greens on this layout.
Well, this would be a bonus. This is a very long putt.
Come on, ball, don't deny it.
Oh, that's too bad. Oh, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Look who's stalking us all on top of the leaderboard. It's Tiger Woods. Next up is a par 4. Always a stern test.
Par 4, 393 yards from the back. Most players taking out a long iron or hybrid just for placement in the fairway. This green is surrounded by tall palm trees. Don't get caught out by one.
Well, it's heading for the fairway. Time for the second shot here at the 6th. What are they looking at here?
He's got 10 feet here. I think he likes it.
Just missed. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. Job done. Let's head to the next. And all of them are chasing Tiger once again as we move to the next. Not quite shot he was wanting. Time for the second shot here at the 7. Well, safe on the surface. Maybe it's time to hold on. One range ball. It looks like he pushed that one right on 4 feet. Should make this one. And the putt goes down. Nice display resilience in the end.
In trouble off the tee in that fairway bunker with that putt saves the par. Well done.
And an opportunity awaits as they step onto this tee of the par 3.
Par 3, 237 yards in length. A brute, to say the least. It is a tough hole surrounded by bunkers. If you can make 3 here, you're a happy person.
Ooh, a little bit of a rush of blood by the looks of it. And there it is. Tiger Woods back in his familiar spot. Currently on top of this one. As we head now to the par 5 next. Could roll into the rough on this one. Well, Rich, I'm being honest, this lie is putrid. Well, now you just got to pray for good lie because that one's heading towards the sand. And here we are with the 3rd shot. This guy, Rich, fairways and greens.
Yes, fantastic stuff. Gotta say, well done. Birdie guaranteed. Thank you.
And the entire field looks up at that familiar sight and sees the name of Tiger Woods on top. Well, this one looks like it's heading to the sea. Ooh, Henny, that looks like a putrid lie. Is it bad?
They'll have to channel their inner Severiano Ballesteros here. This needs good hands.
And the players left with an opportunity to get up and down here from the sand. Okay, step 1 complete. Out of the bunker. Now let's go make a putt. This putt for par here. Oh, so close. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. And now 4 under for the tournament. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. We've arrived at a par 5.
Par 5, 558 yards long. Avoid the fairway bunkers on the left-hand side. And you might have a hope of going for it in 2. However, you better be brave and you better know what you're doing because this green will call you out on the second shot. So for that point.
That's a good shot there. Second shot here on the 11th. I know it hasn't come up exactly how they imagine in their mind, Rich, but you've got to like that play.
It was going to take a mighty wallop to get there, but in a good position.
And this from the green side rough. An opportunity to make a par here. Get excited. This could go in. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. Well, let's head to the 12th hole.
Par 4 12th, a new design in the last couple of years. Water all the way down the left-hand side, but it's a driver to par 4. Most players will bail out to the right, but the brave ones will take on the green with their tee shots. 2s and 3s are easy to come by, but so are 5s and 6s if you get it out of position.
And this putt will take them to 5 under.
This is their look at birdie. And that's how you roll them up.
The ball holds, will take the birdie. And that will take him to 5 under. Well, 13, that's unlucky for some, Rich.
And this is a really cool par 3. You've got 3 distinct areas on the green, front right, all the way on the left-hand side, and the back right. Wherever they put the pin is going to dictate what shot shape you want to have into that green. I think it's a really cool design because it requires you to think about how you want the golf ball to land on the green and the way you want it to bounce. I think Pete Dye did a great job in designing this green.
And it's Tiger on top of the leaderboard.
This hole is a par 4.
If you hit it down the left-hand side, the golf ball will chase a long way, but you'll be blocked out by some trees. You hit it out to the right, you're going to be on top of a mound, but you'll have a really good idea of what's in front of you. This hole historically plays as one of the toughest ones on the back nine, and it's all because of where that green sits. It sits from right to left with a decent amount of movement. It is not straightforward at all. This hole causes players all kinds of problems.
And a very familiar sight, Tiger Woods on top of the leaderboard.
Teeing off here at the 15th hole.
Players do hit through a chute off this tee shot, which makes it a little bit simpler, I believe, for the players. Bunker down the right-hand side is no good because you'll have trees blocking you out with your second shot. If you miss it left into the pine straw, now you've got some trees blocking you out there, so finding the fairway is imperative. This green is no fun. You find the center of the green, and you might be able to putt every single day, but in all reality, you have to find the correct section in order to give yourself the best look at making a putt.
Currently at -5 now for the event. Let's see what happens here at the 16th.
Ideally, players want to take their tee shots from right to left. Start off that fairway bunker and move it left back in the fairway. Anything down the left-hand side can get caught up into those trees and really cause players issues with their lay. You find the fairway, now you have a massive decision to make. Go for it or bail out to the left, thinking that's the safe play. It really is not. You have to be brave and try and find this green with your second shot. If not, it could come up and bite you.
Well, that's a high caliber shot. And this pays for a big 4 on the scorecard. Ouch, that hurts. It's just about 3 feet away.
That one slides by. That'll hurt.
Bogey putt coming up here.
You finished your work in that hole. Let's take a look at the next one.
Ooh, I always love these holes. Here we have a par 4.
When you play here in a practice round, it looks like you could just throw it on there. But when you're in a tournament round, it doesn't even look like it exists. The hole changes so much when the tournament starts. That's what I love about it. You just add 35,000 people who are having some fun and ready to help you if you knock it in the water. Good luck. Enjoy.
Ooh, these are good for the momentum. These ones right on 8 feet. Oh, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done.
Look who's stalking us all on top of the leaderboard. It's Tiger Woods.
2 great shots are required here because this hole is a long par 4.
It's just one of the most difficult, visually intimidating holes I think you'll ever face in your life. Somehow, try and hit it down the right-hand side of the fairway, keep it out of the rough, and from there, hit it out to the right-hand side of the green somehow, also keeping it out of the rough or that pot bunker short right. Listen, you'd be happy to make 5 here, that's for sure. 4s are magnificent. 3s are unicorns. They really don't happen that much. It is such a difficult, demanding finishing hole, probably one of the toughest in championship golf.
Well, not a bad approach, that one, up onto the green. A couple of putts from there, and that'll be a pretty good hole. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill.
This putt for a final score of 75. That was a gallant attempt. And this next putt is for triple bogey. And with it, that concludes his event. Well, boss, that's all she wrote. What a week it was. What'd you make of it?
Oh, again, watching the best players in the world compete for the highest prize. Got to say, another quality week out here. Looking forward to the next one.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in, and see you next time. Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Valspar Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside major champion Rich Beem in the booth. And it's wonderful to welcome in Henny Crowd, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi, Luke and Rich. Looking forward to following these two players again as they reignite their rivalry. I have a feeling we'll be in for some more exciting golf as these two battle it out.
Rich, how do you see it?
Look at their last matchup. It was Morikawa who came out on top. So let's see how they do today.
Yes, he's got all the tools, doesn't he? And he's also got a veteran mind on a young man's body. The complete package. It's going to be a tour, as you suggest. We'll look forward to seeing how this one plays out. Currently 1 under for the round.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
This one might just sneak off the fairway. Ooh, sometimes you need a hacksaw to get out of this rough. Going with the pitching wedge here. No green in red, but a chance to save their par. Oh, I hope he makes this one. It's for par. That's frustrating. That one's come up short.
Tell you what, watch out. This guy's going to be on full tilt here shortly.
Rich, it's a challenge, to say the very least, the third hole.
Yes, most players aren't going to take out driver as they just want to lay it back of the water that creeps out on the right-hand side. From there, it shortens up the second shot, believe it or not, to a green that pitches from right to left fairly severely. Your misses can't be out to the right with your second shot. That is a no-no.
That's a tad wayward. Not quite finding the surface. Wow, that almost went in the hole. There's part of about 6 feet coming up.
He's got this for his par.
Some lovely momentum for this player, moving up the leaderboard. The fourth hole, the first of the par threes on the property, and you're going to be dialed in on your number.
This is a challenging par 3, no doubt about it, Luke. This green pitches from right to left and from front to back, making it almost impossible to get it super close unless you have a perfect number into this par 3.
Par saver coming up for this fella. That gets the job done. Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. Stretching out over 600 yards means the par 5 fifth is no snap.
It is. Luke, I rarely say that par 5s in the PGA Tour are challenging, but this is definitely one of them. It's an uphill tee shot and a second shot that is downhill, moving from right to left, that's completely blind for these players. There is a tree about 100 yards out, which is going to be something they aim at when they lay up. Third shot, though, is very basic, down the hill to a fairly flat green surrounded by some bunkers. More than likely, most players are going to have to lay it up on this par 5.
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 15 feet from the cup. This putt to tie Colin Morikawa.
And they're moving to even par for the tour.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
The tee shot also critical here at the par 4 sixth at 455 yards.
This is probably the hardest fairway to hit on the PGA Tour, Luke. This fairway cambers from right to left at a pretty good clip. And unless you work your tee shot from left to right, a high, soft shot, you're not going to find the fairway. This is almost impossible. The second shot will be from an awkward stance where the ball is above you or below you to a green that's perched a little bit above the players. Thankfully, though, it's a very flat green.
Sensational putt, that one. A big play at the right time, and their rival is now shaking in their boots. Standing on the 7th tee, players get to breathe a sigh of relief having the 6th behind them.
You know, Luke, this is sneaky hard, to be fair. You don't need driver, and so you might get lulled to sleep a little bit by taking 3-wood out just for position. Any misses to the right or the left, and you'll be blocked out by some pretty gnarly trees. The green tilts from right to left ever so slightly, and watch out for those deep bunkers fronting this green. They'll grab your golf ball in a hurry.
Nice one. Fourth birdie of the day. And with it, he'll move to a couple under par. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Well, if you haven't felt snake-bitten already, the 8th at 230 yards, which will certainly get you.
Everybody loves a 230-yard par 3, don't we, Luke? They're just wonderful, wonderful designs, and I'm laughing because this is nearly impossible. This green is just a sliver up there. A high shot moving a little bit from left to right is an absolute must on this par 3.
Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. That should find the fairway. Second shot here on the 9th hole. Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf.
Gotta like their chances from there.
And this putt to move into the top 10. Okay, steady now. Putting for par. Wow, that's got to be frustrating. It's such a great approach shot in, but wasn't able to convert. Oh, that is a thing of beauty. And inside the red zone, around 110 yards to go. 5 shots off the lead. Absolutely flushed. A chance to get to 3 under with this putt. This one has eyes for the hole. Oh, so close.
Putting for a par now.
Now 5 strokes behind. Very few parts of the golf course make you feel comfortable, but chance of birdie at 11.
Finally, we have a birdie hole. Just avoid that bunker down the left-hand side. On the right-hand side of the fairway, you go ahead and chase one up there. Even if you can't get it on the green in 2, that front bunker is not a bad leave. But beware, there are some trees over on the right-hand side that could block you out.
That's an absolute ripper. What a shot. And this putt to move into a tie for 4th place. Lovely shot. They will take that also into the top 5 now. Well, a birdie's also in your heart, standing on the 12th tee. A short par 4, Rich. Decisions to be made?
Just a long iron or a hybrid for this tee shot here, Luke. Second shot, we're coming in with some kind of short iron to a green that's protected by a deep bunker in the front.
Well struck. Sitting at 4 under for the day, tied for 4th. Great shot. And this putt to move into a tie for 3rd place. And we're racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And with that, we'll move to 5 under par. Lucky 13 for some. This par 3 plays 200 yards.
Luke, I've never seen a green in golf repel more golf balls than the 13th here at Innisbrook. It's like it's made out of Gore-Tex. Golf balls just don't stay on it. It is really one of the hardest shots at this Innisbrook golf course.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
He's got to be careful this doesn't get away from him here. This is downhill.
This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
For the par.
And he finds himself in a tie for 3rd. The second of the back 9 par 5s, Rich 14. There's plenty to it.
Only the biggest hitters in the game can reach this one in 2, so any tee shot just out to the right is ideal. That way it leaves an easier shot out to the left for your layup. The 3rd shot will be going downhill to a green that tilts from back to front, guarded by a deep bunker over on the left-hand side. You find the fairway with your 2nd shot, you've got a really good chance to hit your 3rd in there close.
Sometimes you hit some good ones, sometimes you hit some bad ones.
Oh, it's a little wayward, bouncing through the branches.
Hit that pretty loose. That's a water ball. Sitting at 5 under par in their round. Currently tied for third.
Yeah, that was a decent escape.
This is their 5th shot. Just 2 shots behind. Beauty of a chip shot there.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
I don't want to drop any more shots. Let's make this for double. Trailing by 4 strokes. The long par 3 continues to be a feature here at the Copperhead course, and 15's no different.
It is. Thankfully, though, this is the flattest green, or one of the flattest greens on the golf course here. It's basically just a long iron down the hill to this flat green. Don't miss it left. That is no good.
Putting for birdie.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
Just 3 feet to the cup. Now 4 back after that hole. Henny, what have they got in front of them here?
Setting up here from about 140 yards.
That was a bit of a miscue.
Not taking enough club to get it there.
Great touch. Really nicely played.
Judging it beautifully.
Trailing by 4 strokes. The Copperhead's penultimate hole is a good par 3 playing up the hill.
It's a tough tee shot. Plays longer than what's on the yardage. Any pin that's in the front part of the green is a difficult one to find as the green is so narrow.
They're looking to get this one close in hopes of saving par. Oh, I thought that one was going in. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
This one to save par.
Now 4 back after that hole. Looks like this one's heading safely for the fairway. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
He's setting up here from about 115 yards.
Come on, look after us. Little bounce to the right here. Getting ready to play their third. 4 strokes off the lead. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This one, guys, he's got around 9 feet.
That signs off on this player's performance for the day. Okay, 18 holes behind them and a solid start, but unspectacular.
Yeah, a good round, a decent round, but nothing spectacular, and that's why they're in the position that they're at. They just need to get out there and grind a little bit more. We didn't really see them out there giving it their...
Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Valspar Championship is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this second round action. I'm Luke Elvey with Rich Beam here as we keep an eye on this player who's been trailing in the tournament, but has a real opportunity today.
They do. They need to get out there, though, and start firing at some flags. They've been playing very conservative all week long, and you can't continue to do that with any hopes of winning. You have to go ahead and start trying to take advantage of the conditions. Hit it close a few more times. And until they start doing that, I don't see them catching the leaders.
Well, it's all set up for an exciting event. Can't wait to get into this.
Wow, what happened there?
But definitely the wind had to have gotten a hold of that one.
That's a well-played chip shot there.
Such soft hands.
Starting around with even par.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole play.
He's in a tie for 14th place.
Next up is this par 4 hole.
Downhill tee shot. You want to keep your tee shot out to the right as best you can to take out the trees that hug the left-hand side. Green sits well above the player's second shot. They won't see how close they hit it from the fairway.
Well, this is not a good outcome. Buried in the deep stuff.
Just a bit outside into the rough.
And here we are with the third shot. Well, that's wonderfully played out of the sand. Well, that looked good for a long way. And just a little bit of work was all that was needed to finish up there. Currently 2 under for the event.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
Welcome to this hole. It's a par 4.
Trying to forget the bogey at the last and focus in on this one. Pretty good shot there.
And he's down there.
Setting up here from about 155.
Come on, sit. You like that, didn't you? Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. Ooh. Just 9 feet remaining to the hole. He was on a good line. And the putt drops. But that's back-to-back bogeys now.
2 bogeys in a row. Never a good sign. Now playing a little defensively.
Currently 1 under for the tournament. Here we are at the 4th hole.
This is a challenging par 3, no doubt about it, Luke. This green pitches from right to left and from front to back, making it almost impossible to get it super close unless you have a perfect number into the par 3.
And he's down there. We got a read.
18-footer here is what he's facing.
Oh, just missed. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. This hole is a par 5. Ah, that's not the shot he was hoping for. Second shot here on the 5th. Not bad. This shot from 120 yards.
Puff of wind blowing right to left for him.
That might be one club too many. Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it.
Rolling end over end. This putt's looking great.
It's just about 3 feet away. And down she goes. Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage. Here we have a long par 4. It's going to take 2 great shots to get on.
This is probably the hardest fairway to hit on the PGA Tour, Luke. This fairway cambers from right to left at a pretty good clip. And unless you work your tee shot from left to right, a high, soft shot, you're not going to find the fairway. This is almost impossible. The second shot will be from an awkward stance where the ball is above you or below you to a green that's perched a little bit above the players. Thankfully, though, it's a very flat green.
Time now for the 4th shot. Oh, I like the look of that shot there, Boomer.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Well, it's a good putt to hold for a bogey. And that'll drop him down to even par now.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
Second shot here on the 7th. That could play.
They have absolutely flushed that one. Colin Morikawa, he was meant to be the original and best approach player, but I think we have a new sheriff in town.
Going with the 4-iron here. This one's heading left, I think. It's fair to say that that approach didn't hit the mark.
Oh, the wind wreaks havoc with another golf ball.
And he needs this to save par.
Putt is underway.
That's a good putt for par. We'll take it. Our current leader enjoys a 5-shot advantage. We've reached the 9th hole. Time to tee off. Oh, that sounded absolutely flushed. Well, let's hope this one draws a good lie, because it's not going to be on the fairway. Getting ready to play their third. What have they got in front of them here, Hattie?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm.
Oh, there it is. This is the transition point of the round, making the turn, heading for home. How do you rate this player's performance so far?
They're behind their rival right now through 9 holes, but there's lots of time, lots of opportunities on this back nine to make up. It'll be interesting to see how it all ends up.
And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
This breeze just starting to blow, but it's a helpful breeze. It's one that you like. Got to club down a little bit.
Yeah, nice mid-range birdie putt that one. And that will take him to 2 under. Our leader is out in front by a whopping 5 strokes.
There's nothing going to slow that golf ball down after that wicket hook.
Time for the second shot at the 11th. Opting for the 4-iron here. Not able to find the green in 2, but a bold play.
Now, coming out of the rough, missing the green was always in the cards.
Ooh, almost went in. This putt coming up is for birdie. Our current leader enjoys a 5-shot advantage. Welcome to the tee of a par 4.
Just a long iron or a hybrid for this tee shot here. Luke's second shot was coming in with some kind of short iron to a green that's protected by a deep bunker in the front.
Well, that's a handy shot. And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
Yeah, this is straight back into the breeze. Going to be a tough one.
That's not the shot they're after.
Oh, a little shorty Baker on that action there.
Ooh, that almost went down. And this putt coming up for his par. Our current leader is enjoying a 6-stroke advantage. Let's see what happens here on the 13th hole, shall we?
Luke, this tee shot is about as hard as 8th grade algebra. It is absolutely mind-bending. It doesn't look like much, but that green absolutely, I think the green is made out of Gore-Tex. It repels golf balls.
8 feet to the cup.
Little birdie looking here.
And with that, that's their 4th birdie. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. And after a birdie at the last, he'll take the eye on the hole.
Only the biggest hitters in the game can reach this one in 2, so any tee shot just out to the right is ideal. That way it leaves an easier shot out to the left for your layup. The 3rd shot will be going downhill to a green that tilts from back to front, guarded by a deep bunker over on the left-hand side. If you find the fairway with your 2nd shot, you've got a really good chance to hit your 3rd in there close.
Well, it looks like they tried to be bold there, Rich, but it didn't quite work out for them.
It was going to take 2 mighty lashes to get there. However, they've left themselves in prime position.
And here we are with their 4th. That hurts. Big putt for par coming up. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. Let's see what happens here on the 15th. And after a par at the last, chance to maybe take a step in the right direction here. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Come on, get down. Yep, that one's on the dance floor. You can two-putt that for sure. And this putt will take them to 5 under par.
If this putt drops, they'll pull in front of Colin Morikawa. Morikawa. Let's see if they can start applying some pressure.
And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. This hole here was a par 4.
There's some trees over on the right-hand side that you want to take it just left of to find the center of the fairway. From there, you're going to go in with a mid-iron to a really small green. A high, soft shot is required to hold this green.
And here we are with the third shot. Nicely done. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
I can see the 125-yard marker just nearby.
Playing their 5th shot. This putt is about 8 feet. Ooh, right by the hole. This is a triple bogey attempt here. Our leader is up by a whopping 6 shots now. We have a par 3 on this one.
The final challenging par 3 on this golf course. Good news is, though, is the green funnels in from both the right and left edges. Most shots are going to end up right in the center of this green.
Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. You can hand that sandwich back to the caddy and reach for the putter. He has this putt to save his par. I think he's pulled this one. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. And unfortunately dropping back to even par there. I can understand if you're disappointed by the bogey, but here's an opportunity to bounce back. That's a nice looking tee shot, that one. Playing from 110 yards in.
Has the wind coming right into his face.
Looks like this one's bunker bound. Always a tough shot to get out of.
They've got to use all the bounce and strength that they can muster. This is sitting down.
Playing their 4th shot. And this will be a bonus. Right on 17 feet from here. That was a gallant attempt. Well, there's no other way to shake it. This putt needs to go if they want to make the cut this week. And with that putt, concludes this players' round. And there you have it. They'll be pleased with that, just sneaking through the cut line.
Absolutely. Always out there fighting, trying to make the cut. Hasn't really had the ball striking this week. However, there's still a chance you could win this tournament. You got to have a good round tomorrow and certainly follow it up Sunday. But listen, there's still a chance.
Well, that was a thrilling day. And on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us. SK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Today's coverage of the Valspar Championship is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this third round action. Rich Beans, my sparring partner in the booth. I'm Luke Oldie. Hope you're enjoying all the action. Rich, this next golfer starts their round. What are your expectations of them today?
Well, I tell you what, they've gotten a lot out of their game up to this point in time. They're either going to have to get more out of it, but if they continue playing the way they are and the short game fails them, let's face it, they're going to go tumbling down the leaderboard.
Today's promising to be an exciting one, so let's get straight into the action.
Not your best efforts. Still a mid-range putt coming up.
Putting for birdie here. Dreaded pull, always disappointing on the greens.
So it'll be a par to start their round.
That's a rock solid par right there.
Here we are at the second tee.
Downhill tee shot. You want to keep your tee shot out to the right as best you can to take out the trees that hug the left-hand side. Green sits well above the player's second shot. They won't see how close they hit it from the fairway.
That's a heavy lie this player has drawn.
No, this is like hitting it into a head of cabbage. I mean, it literally is just awful.
Will he be able to get out of this one?
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the sand.
Time now for the fourth shot. 6 feet remaining to the cup.
They'll be happy to get this in the hole. This for bogey.
That gets the job done.
A little slide happening here on the leaderboard. See if he can bounce back. Trying to forget the bogey on the last as they step onto the tee. No point hanging on to that one. You didn't hit your best there. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Well, by my estimation, they're looking at 110 here.
Is that what they had in mind?
A bit short with that effort.
And here we are with their fourth. Just 6 feet between here and the hole.
They're nicely holed.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Have to see if they can rebound from that.
And we've arrived at a par 3.
This is a challenging par 3, no doubt about it, Luke. This green pitches from right to left and from front to back, making it almost impossible to get it super close unless you have a perfect number into this par 3.
That's frustrating.
Putting for a par here.
Well hold. Let's move on. It's time to step onto the tee here at the 5th. Oh, well done.
This one's heading towards the cabbage.
And this player is really going after it here, Rich.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in 2.
Just didn't fall. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Currently at +3 for the event. Here we are at the 6th hole.
This is probably the hardest fairway to hit on the PGA Tour, Luke. This fairway cambers from right to left at a pretty good clip. And unless you work your tee shot from left to right, a high, soft shot, you're not going to find the fairway. This is almost impossible. The second shot will be from an awkward stance where the ball is above you or below you to a green that's perched a little bit above the players. Thankfully, though, it's a very flat green.
Just hammered that through the line.
That's a good putt to make, that one.
Solid play finds that player moving up the leaderboard after that hole. Let's see what happens here on the 7th.
Henny, how's that ball lying?
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the first cut. Oh, I didn't see this as possible. What a shot.
This putt is about 10 feet from the hole. This one's dialed in. And this one is for his par. Our current leader is enjoying a 7-stroke advantage. Here we are in front of a par 3. Looks to be going with the 4-iron. Okay, that'll work.
Slim chance for a birdie, but in all reality, 2-putt for par would be just fine.
Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. And current leader is up by a whopping 7 shots now. Setting up now with a par 4. Oh, good drive. That one should find the fairway. Time for the second shot here at the 9. This would be a great up and down from this spot. This would be a great par putt if he can make this. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Just 3 feet to the cup. And now at +4 for the event.
Not much happening. Moving down the leaderboard, never a good sign.
That's a tad disappointing, isn't it? And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Yeah, he's got roughly 110 to the pin here.
Oh, caught up in some branches. Getting ready to play their 3rd. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Setting up this putt 17 feet from the cup. This putt to try and save their par.
You know, Luke Donald once made all 400+ attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour. Our current leader is enjoying a 7-stroke advantage. Here we have a par 5. Playing this shot for around 220 yards here. Opting for the 5-iron.
This needs just a little work to the left-hand side.
Still a fair way away from the hole here. Time to make a long putt. Nine feet to the cup. Hang on, this looks pretty handy. Don't want to state the obvious, Rich, but a little too hard, that one. Oh, what a shame. A 3-putt for par there. Now teeing off on the 12th hole.
Just a long iron or a hybrid for this tee shot here, Luke. Second shot, you're coming in with some kind of short iron to a green that's protected by a deep bunker in the front.
Oh, you hit a beauty, didn't you? The birdie putt awaits. The putt drops, and they're moving on. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
Luke, I've never seen a green in golf repel more golf balls than the 13th period Innisbrook. It's like it's made out of vortex. Golf balls just don't stay on it. It is really one of the hardest shots at this Innisbrook golf course.
Wonderful putt. You can claim it. Back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies moving the right direction there, Luke.
Teeing off now on the 14th hole.
Only the biggest hitters in the game can reach this one in 2, so any tee shot just out to the right is ideal. That way it leaves an easier shot out to the left for your layup. The 3rd shot will be going downhill to a green that tilts from back to front, guarded by a deep bunker over on the left-hand side. You find the fairway with your 2nd shot, you've got a really good chance to hit your 3rd in there close.
I know it hasn't come up exactly how they imagine in their mind, Rich, but you've got to like that play. What's in front of them, Henny?
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
Okay, steady now. A par putt on the table. And with that effort, now 3 over for the tournament. With a par 3 on this one.
Going with the 5-iron here.
Okay, not the best result, but a chance to get up and down. This would be a great up and down. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? If he makes this, he'll save his par. And this man's moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. Stepping up to the 16th tee now.
There's some trees over on the right-hand side that you want to take it just left of to find the center of the fairway. From there, you're going to go in with a mid-iron to a really small green. A high, soft shot is required to hold this green.
Oh, well played. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie.
Oh, you know you want to.
And he holds it. What a putt. Moments like that deserve another viewing. Let's take a look at the replay.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
Our current leader is up by a whopping 7 shots now. And they'll be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum.
The final challenging par 3 on this golf course. Good news is, though, is the green funnels in from both the right and left edges. Most shots are going to end up right in the center of this green.
5 feet coming up to the cup.
This is what they have left for par here.
Ooh, right by the hole. Okay, let's head to the next. Sitting at 3 over for the event. This hole is a par 4, and it's a pretty lengthy one at that.
Nicely done.
Henny, what's the player facing here?
This is looking around 115 yards out.
And he's safely on the green with that shot. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill, and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
And that signs off on today's round. Okay, Rich, just a round to play now. An exciting finish we've got coming up.
Yeah, so far 54 good holes of action. Hopefully 18 more to come tomorrow.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, and on behalf of all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's goodbye for now.